Now I am going to discuss about advertising models. And in advertising models, there is a Dagmar model. It was developed in the year 1961 for setting advertising objectives and measures with results for arousing consumer interest. This chapter also tries to help in setting advertising objectives. Now, defining advertising goals for measured advertising results is a Dagmar model. It was developed by Russell Coley. It is a model for setting advertising objectives and measuring the results for arousing consumer interest. He proposed a real goal of advertising was to communicate, not to sell consumers. Communication takes task basically intended to provide knowledge to consumers in different forms, create awareness about a product, brand or a sponsor, impact of information about product features, develop attitudes, finally induce an action. By determining whether the consumer had enough knowledge about a product that benefits from clear, specific objectives within an advertisement, now advertiser could sell. If their selling points made a difference in consumers' decision-making process. According to Dagmar model, the ultimate objective of advertising involves communication tasks intended to influence consumers' choice of decision by providing ample product knowledge to him. What is Dagmar? A major contribution was constitute to specify certain characteristics which are to be followed by advertisers to make their advertisement more relevant to the target audience, which could get maximum response by the customers. Concrete and measurable. The communication task or objective should be precise statement, what appeal or message the advertiser wants to communicate to the target audience. Furthermore, the specification should also include description of a measure procedure. That means advertising objective should be clear and there should be no room for confusion regarding the image of advertisers want to create for target audience. The results are they put in numerical terms so that it becomes easy to measure the outcome of whole advertising campaign. One of the measures is outcome of advertising to find out how often people are viewing the company's advertising and if the basic idea of advertising is getting registered with them or not. However, effectiveness of an advertising can also be measured by comparing results against objectives by calculating return on investment. So measuring advertising performance involves tracking the advertising campaign to see if the advertisements are operating as expected and the media performs used advertising campaign or delivering to the estimated target audience. For example, if a business like a construction company, it has advertisement, a new housing society or a city on a city radio. So now the sponsor or advertising team should make sure that the advertisement is being played in the required time slot and also appropriately separated from competitors' advertisement. Simplest way to increase the number of people to get exposed to the advertisement is to number of advertisement insertions, broadcast or display. If the result falls short of expectations, the marketing manager, he may have to change the advertising media mix or message or both. Now target audience. They are intended to whom a particular communication is aimed at. It can be readership of the publication and advertisement. The message to a particular identified group in marketing or advertising is particularly customers within the predetermined target market identified as the target or recipient for a particular advertisement or a message. Now, DAGMA is the target audience has to be well defined. For example, if the goal was to increase awareness, it is essential to know the target audience precisely. The benchmark measure cannot be developed without a specification of the target segment. Now, benchmark or degree of change is sought. It's important of setting objectives to determine where the target audience stands at the beginning of the campaign and respect to various communication response variables such as awareness, knowledge, attitude, and image. Now, objectives also specify how much change or movement is being sought, such as increased awareness level, creation of favorable attitude, increased number of consumers intending to purchase the brand. Or a benchmark is also a prerequisite to the ultimate measurement of results, an essential part of the planning program of DAGMA in particular. Now, specified time, a final characteristic of good objective is specification of the time period during which the objective is to be accomplished, say 6 months or 1 year. So, the time period should be appropriate for the communication objective. Simple tasks such as increasing awareness levels can be accomplished much faster than the complex goal of repositioning a brand. Now, finally, a goal should be committed on paper. When the goals are clearly written, basic shortcomings and misunderstandings get exposed, and it becomes easy to determine whether the goals contain a crucial aspects of DAGMA approach. Now, what are the basic goals? To create brand identity and awareness, to persuade a prospective customer to visit a showroom, to convert advertising objective into specific measurable goals, and to create a buzz in the market for making quick buying decision by publicizing reason for making purchase right now. It could be low price or it could be a free gift. Now, improve the morale and create a team, advertising experts and company sales force, and create consistency to assess advertising campaign impact, to facilitate sales by correcting false impression and misinformation or any other obstacle, and provide in-plant right attitude regarding the benefits of the superiority or brand, and to correct the false impression or misinformation about any other obstacles, to assess impact of advertising campaign. Now, how the communication process in DAGMA approach: aware, comprehension or image, attitude, and action. So, primary requisite is buying a product is to first to know about the product. This is awareness program. Before purchase behavior is expected from target audience, it is necessary to make the audience aware of the product or company. Now, buyer experience or high involvement. If the customer is aware of the product's existence, attention and awareness levels need to be sustained and efforts need to be applied to other types of communication with them. So, sales, promotion and personal selling are more effective in informing, persuading, provoking consumption of a new product once the advertising has created a level of awareness. Now, buyer experience a low involvement. If buyers are sufficient level of awareness, they will be quickly prompted to purchase and with little assistance of other elements of communication mix. So, recognition and a brand image must be felt by some or sufficient triggers to stimulate a response. This situation would be to refine and strengthen the level of awareness so that it provokes interest and stimulates greater involvement during recall or recognition. Comprehension. Awareness on its own may not be sufficient to lead the purchase decision. So knowledge about the product and organization is necessary, but also its own cannot generate sales. So role of providing specific information about key brand attributes take a center place in the brand awareness. Now, attitude or conviction. That means creating a sense of conviction in the minds of consumers. So create an interest and preference. Buyers are moved to a position where they are convinced and a particular product should be tried at the next opportunity. So the prospect is able to foresee how the benefits of the brand will serve his needs. He is convinced if he purchase this brand of goods, it would be a right decision. Now action. The last step is pursuing prospect to buy a product to action. Having been convinced, the prospect is motivated to buy a specific brand of good, and finally the action of buying the product has to be taken. So communication process must finally persuade buyer to take a purchasing activity. So advertising can guide to the buyers into certain behavioral outcomes like trying the product once, so then continuous purchase or use of the product over a period of time. So this is the very important approach for advertisers. Thank you.